Due to the COVID-19 outbreak at the end of the 2020 school year, many things understandably had to be canceled. Among the many, the spring musical Grease. This was devastating to our theater department, which had worked very hard the months prior to perfect this musical. Now in 2021, despite the cancellations of last year, the MCHS theater department is going to be able to put on the show Godspell in the spring. I spoke to Miss Bowden about Godspell to learn a bit about the storyline and the challenges the theater department has had to overcome to make this show performance a reality.
Godspell is a musical retelling of the life of Jesus. It is a modern day version of the Gospel of Matthew, and it is a very popular musical that has two main characters, being Jesus and John the Baptist / Judas, who are played by the same person, and an ensemble of people who form a community of followers. It's truly a story about love and acceptance and just the building of a community of people, of friends, and how they can kind of act out this story and bring the story to life to a modern day audience. So this past fall, we were not able to put on any productions just due to the restrictions that the school is under and that we all have to follow. But this spring, we got it approved to produce a show. The cast size is smaller than our typical musical. We have a cast of 24. We're going to rehearse with masks. We have lots of guidelines in place, many that we follow during the school day and some additional, like we're going to be taking a break every 30 minutes to wash our hands or use hand sanitizer. We're staying distant when we are not on stage. Everybody has a designated place for their belongings and a place like a home base in the auditorium for them to hang out when they're not actively being used on stage. And we're going to take every precaution to make sure that everybody stays as healthy as possible throughout this entire process. So we did not select Godspell on accident. This show really lends itself to being a very student-run production. So we can costume ourselves, and it's very flexible in that way. It is also very it lends itself to allowing us to take some creative liberties on the production team as far as set design and blocking is concerned. And so we can really apply those COVID guidelines to our rehearsal process and the entire production. Not every show kind of fits or checks all of those boxes, but this one definitely does.
I also spoke to 4 theater students participating in the creation of this show to hear their thoughts on the new musical.
Yes, we are excited.
Yes, we are
very excited.
It's going to be a very good show.
Also, like, the music is different for every song. Like, it's not one
Completely
style.
different.
So
Everyone can enjoy this show because of all the different genres that happen.
Yes.
Yeah. We're able to actually come and be together with the entire theater department again, which is something that we all really missed.
and also just working with people who we haven't seen in so long, because a lot of us, it's split right down the middle with A Day and B Day. So a lot of our friends who are A Day, we don't get to see a lot, we get to see during the rehearsals.
I mean, I guess as actors, like there normally is a lot of communication with touch and all that kind of stuff, and like that will be a little bit more sparse and maybe create some difficulties, like especially with like contact for actors, like fully getting that connection. But I believe that like our department can definitely portray that for the audience. Expected show dates for Godspell are April 29th, 30th, and May 1st.
It will be live streamed.
You should definitely watch it. It's an amazing show.
You can buy tickets at showtixforyou.com when available.
Once again, members of our MCHS Jazz Band have been selected to be members of the All-State Jazz Band, which usually takes place at KMEA's annual conference. This year, the conference is virtual. Senior Cole Kidd was selected as the third chair trombone, and freshman Owen Cody was selected as the first chair piano.
Graduation will be here before any of us know it, so seniors need to be prepared for it and what comes after. The date for graduation itself will be set at the March board meeting. Make sure you check the senior blog, as it will be updated as graduation day comes closer. If you haven't verified what will be on your diploma, reach out to Megan Boland via Remind or email. Otherwise, what is on your Infinite Campus will be your name. Most students have not paid for their cap and gown yet, so seniors, make sure they take care of it by March 1st. McCracken County High School will be offering an ACT on March 30th, seniors only, and the deadlines to sign up and to pay are February 11th and 26th, respectively. The test costs $50. All seniors must complete the Community Scholarship application by March 1st. If you haven't done it already, the link can be found in the senior blog. WKCTC application day will be here February 17th, 18th, and 19th in the library. If you already are not in the senior remind, make sure you sign up.
There are thousands of books missing from the library since the beginning of the pandemic. So librarian staff is asking you to please return your books as soon as possible. Why is this important? Ms. Wright explains.
Hey everybody, we really need you to bring your library books back. We don't charge a fee if they're late, we just want them back. Right now we have thousands of books out because of the pandemic, and so that's thousands of dollars. And what that does is we have to replace the books instead of getting new books. So that really hurts us there. If you've lost the book, it's $25 to replace. And that helps us get those books back, and so we can order newer books for you to check out. And we have a lot of people waiting on books. So please bring the books back.
If you think you're missing a book, go check in the library. They'll soon put out Infinite Campus, and we will update you as soon as that happens.
Attention juniors, the application for Youth Lead is now available. More information is in the attachments along with the application. Your completed application along with the supported materials are due to your house counselor by no later than February 22nd. Applications can be printed from the attachments or see a house counselor to get a copy. If you have any questions, feel free to contact your house counselor.
CJ McDowell, a senior at MCHS, has been selected as a finalist for the S.C. Johnson Professional Happy Hands contest. She is one of 5 finalists in grades 6 through 12. The grand prize winner is awarded a $300 gift card, up to 1,000 dispensers with their design for their school, and a $1,000 donation to their school. Public voting is now open from February 1st through February 28th. Each person can vote once a day. Winners will be announced April 1st. The link is below, but also in the description of this video on our YouTube page.
Currently, FCCLA is pushing to help a bill that would limit how tobacco companies could advertise and sell tobacco products or were related to tobacco. Some students from our school have been advocating for this bill by going around and informing the public of their dangers. For instance, they have talked in Washington, D.C. with Nancy Pelosi, in virtual news conferences, to Good Morning America, and many more interviews and conferences in order to inform our public of the dangers of tobacco and Juul. Not only have they been attempting to push this bill into succession, but they also want to repeal the 1996 statutory language legislation, which prevents city and county governments from adopting regulations to govern how tobacco products are sold, displayed, distributed, and used. They both say and hope it'll be a game changer for youth and want to be able to advocate to our local mayors and government officials for change in our local area.
The academics team season has been harder than ever due to COVID. They have to prepare virtually now, and their competitions are virtual too. Ms. Bohannon explained that this year is a rebuilding year since most of their seniors have graduated. She also said that everyone is working really hard to face the challenges of virtual academic teams and virtual learning. They recently competed in districts, and here are the people that won. For math, we have Xander Norman, Mason Wooten, and Josiah Balmer. Then in science, we have Mason Wooten, Cole Cannon, and Mava Shaw. Moving on to social studies, we have Reese Bell, Ethan Brown, Owen Cody. Then in language arts, we have Ava Shoup, Caroline Wright, and Reese Bell. Arts and humanities with Owen Cody, Rachel Hong, and Hannah Bryan. Finally, we have written composition with Ava Shoup and Abby Giacandino. The future problem-solving team also won with the following members: Bailey Bolin, Olivia Dodge, Hannah Hatton, and Ava Kelly. The quick recall team also won with the following members: Reese Bell, Owen Cody, Mason Wooten, Ava Shoup, Ethan Brown, Caroline Wright, and Mava Shaw. Mason said the season is going good and he's excited they won districts.
How has COVID changed how you prepare?
So normally we have in-person practices where everyone's there at the same table, and we will do group study sessions, but now everything, of course, is distance, and we even have virtual study sessions and virtual practices and even virtual meets. So everything has kind of shifted away from in-person to more online.
They'll be moving on to the regional tournament on February 13th.
MCHS trap season will be starting soon. Anyone new to the sport can contact Everett Vet at yahoo.com. The season will start on March 15th. Anyone in grades 6 through 12 is able to participate.
The boys' basketball team won 2 games recently. On February 1st, the boys played against Callaway County and won 70-57. They also played Carlisle County and won 69-38. On the 8th, they played Murray, winning 51-37. The girls also played against Murray and won 56-52. Sadly, the games against Tillman that were scheduled for February 5th were canceled, as well as the games against Marshall tonight.
Recently, 2 more Mustangs committed to play college athletics. Gavin O'Donnelly, goalkeeper for the McCracken soccer team, committed to play soccer at Spalding University, and Ian McCune committed to play basketball at Mount St. Joseph University in Indianapolis. These 2 signings bring McCracken's total to 8 athletic signings on the year.
Thanks for watching Mustang News.
Make sure to follow us on Instagram at mustang.tv.news.
And make sure to tune in for next week's episode. And
remember,
everyone matters and every moment counts.
I accidentally said and remember.
Thank you. You're so welcome. And remembers.